Hello, I am Becca Rue and you are watching Rue's Musings. Today I am here to debunk a myth. The myth that at some point in our lives or in our adulthoods we figure it all out. I don't believe really that any of us at any point figure it all out. There are exceptions to every rule, of course, and if you are one of the few individuals who feels as if you have figured it all out, please write back to me here, tell us your secrets because I'm curious. But from my understanding, we don't figure it all out. You might figure out this little chunk of your life, and then another chunk of your life sort of falls by the wayside, and you have to revisit that again at some point later in the future. So my first tip for us is forget that. Forget that at some point you're going to have it all figured out, because I just don't believe that that's true. My second point is that maybe at this stage in our lives, if you look back at some of the other parts of your life, what you're trying to figure out is different. Like I feel grateful that my struggle now, some of my struggles now are different than my struggles 10 years ago. And one of the tools, again, that really helps illustrate this is journaling. A girlfriend of mine, Deb, kind of got me back into journaling because I pulse with journaling like I pulse with most things. And to be able to write now and figure out, okay, where in my life am I struggling? What am I trying to figure out? I'm like, oh, it's different than it was 5 years ago. Yes, some of the things 5 years ago have worked themselves out a little bit. So that is super exciting for me. The other thing is that we can get super clear about the areas in which we struggle. And I thought it might be interesting if I share some of my areas that I struggle, because true life confessionals right here at Rue's Musings. We're all different. And my interpersonal relationships, for the most part, my general group of people, I feel great about all the time. People's sort of my thing, so that works. My individual relationship with my partner is, still a struggle sometimes, but that is a different story for a different day. But I'm noticing I still have a lot of work to do inside of food. I still have a lot of work to do inside of my business, like running a business. I don't really get that so good. So good. I don't get it so good. Also, hilariously, I'm realizing I'm not very good at being alone. That's an interesting one. Like, if I have people around me, I can calm down, but if I get alone, I start to get a little bit nervous. So that's not, I don't think a super normal human tendency, but I'm here to confess that to you. So I'm like, oh, that's an area that I can work on. And some of the areas that I've done well are I do have a really solid asana practice every week. I meditate every day, trying to get back into running. I eat a lot of live food. So there's pros and cons. It's not like any of us are failing in every area of our life either, for the most part. We don't have it all figured out, and we're not all failing. So number one, nobody's got it all figured out. Number two, maybe we can applaud ourselves in that where we're struggling right now in our lives is different than it was a year ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. That, I think, is progress. And number two, find a way to identify, number three, identify where in your life you're struggling. I feel like that's really clarifying to say, oh, these groups of areas I'm still working on. Fourthly, this I think is interesting. Sometimes in our lives, other people feel like we need to work on a certain part of our life, and we're fine with it. Like, some people might have a problem with your body shape, but you have no problem with it. So you're like, I don't care about you other people, that doesn't bother me. Some people might think that me watching The Good Wife and Grey's Anatomy and Scandal, like those television shows, aren't a great use of my time. And while I would agree with them, I love it. I like my television time. It is calming for me. It's nice to go into another world. So I think that's okay as well, to not take on everybody's opinion of where in your life you're struggling. You might feel like you're doing great in this area that your mom or your brother or your best friend feels like you need some work. That's not your problem. You need to figure it out for yourself. So those are my issues. I'm calling this musing today. I've got it all figured out, parentheses, not. Yay! I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.